My little bro and them 13 on the G, they can't get in, it's over.
Yeah, wow, that you talking about Weezy, yo.
G, yeah.
He 13, dog. That shit crazy, dog.
Shout out little bro.
Bro, 13 getting in clubs. Bro, what has this world come to? That is crazy.
Spoke about
Yo, what it do, YouTube, man? I'm not want to waste time, so we'll get straight into it. You feel me? Now, a lot of y'all not from Milwaukee, but if you are from Milwaukee, you probably know who Lil Trav is. If y'all don't know who Lil Trav is, this Big Juan little man. Now, if y'all know who Big Juan is, yeah, a Milwaukee rapper, a local Milwaukee rapper. He got killed like a couple years ago. I don't know the whole thing to the story. I just know he got killed, and this was his little man. It's like he came up with him. And I was just scrolling on YouTube, and I seen that he was in jail. I'm like, what the fuck? Last time I checked, he was going crazy. But let's see what they talking about, because I'm genuinely curious to see what happened to Lil Trav. It's sure been a while since I heard him.
17-year-old Travis Giles and 18-year-old Tyrone Wilson are both charged with possession with intent to deliver both.
The scene to 12 News Toya, Washington, as people started running from the chaos.
It's amazing, one left, now I'm the only one remaining.
Welcome back to another episode of True Street TV. Where we
I don't know why
everything.
my pause button not working, but that little nigga was hard. Like, that little nigga was genuinely hard. No bullshit.
Related. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell, and let's get right into it. Today's story brings us back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the city of hustlers and money getters. As we spoke about before, Milwaukee street culture runs very deep.
R.I.P. Big Juan. That's Big Juan I was just telling you niggas about. Yes, sir.
Especially when it comes to selling drugs. Wisconsin is majority white, leaving dealers with less competition and more drug users. This is why Milwaukee hustlers are able to run up a lot of money. On top of the drug units constantly locking dealers up, there's always a spot open to jump in the game in the mill. In turn, it's not a huge deal to see a young kid selling drugs in Milwaukee as young as 10 years old. Boys are taught the game.
That nigga was slapping good.
Brings us to the man we're here to talk about today. 18-year-old Lil Trav, real name Travis Giles. Trav is off the east side of Milwaukee and runs with a group called YPC, short for Young Paper Chasers, along with other known members like Eno and the late Big Juan, who tragically passed away in 2021. Trav is one of the youngest from this camp, being only 18 years old today and only about 14 years old when he appeared in his first song. Group first gained recognition in the city in November of 2019 when Big Juan released his first music video to YouTube called Fast Lane Lifestyle.
Big Juan, bitch, she's lying slamming like a Royal Rumble. Drop that bag and watch how I fumble.
The song was huge in the city.
That shit wasn't hard. Like, why you out of town, motherfuckers? That shit wasn't just hard. I ain't like no bullshit.
It's over 800,000 views today. And Trav can be seen in this video showing money as he just turned 13 a few months prior to this video being released. The name of their clique, Young Paper Chasers, is very accurate as this group is very young. And DJ Jerry would point this out in their interview, and Big Juan would also mention the youngest YPC member, Weezy, getting into all the clubs with them, although he was only 13 at the time.
Damn.
History right now, you the youngest nigga I ever had on the show.
G, youngest nigga to ever do it.
On the real.
G.
So you just turned 18 a couple days ago, right?
On the 24th. My little bro and them 13 on the G, they can't get in, it's over.
Yeah, wow, that you talking about Weezy, yo.
G, yeah.
He 13, dog. That shit crazy, dog.
Shout out little bro.
Bro, 13 getting in clubs. Bro, what has this world come to? That is crazy.
Spoke about in the Big Juan video, which is the second video I ever produced. Big Juan came up under his...
I'm gonna go watch that motherfucker for y'all. No bullshit. Because I genuinely want to see what happens to him. I'm gonna watch that after this. Fuck it.
Who dated his mother, Wonder Bread Ree. Ree is a highly respected hustler and rapper from Milwaukee and is one of the main faces of Wonder Bread, an older clique of hustlers who are some of the pioneers in the Milwaukee rap sound. So as we know, Juan was deep in the streets and his connections could be attributed to his close relationship with Ree, although he would point out in a few songs how he doesn't want his street accomplishments to be diminished, because although Ree likely connected Juan, he got outside and grinded everything on his own.
Ain't nobody teach me shit like my nigga E. I'm tired of niggas saying Reed. I got love for folks, and that's all the shit he did for me.
I stood up and beach the same way I bust down the break. Get that shit through the bell, bust it, leave it.
Little ass kid. You see how young that little nigga, bro? He gotta be like 10.
Hey boy, back the girl, it was a hard something. Where the has a hose, I ain't gonna lie, my pockets full. Ain't nothing really changed, still do my thing with the game, make that shit disappear.
Terrible influence, by the way. I'm not condoning this shit. I don't support this shit. Dude is a grown ass man. Got these little, bro. I don't condone that.
Call me Danny Brain. I don't pay attention to these niggas cause they all lame.
Grown-ass man, by the way.
Nigga, tell the truth, you don't like me cause I fucked your name. Late nights, early mornings, hard working, dedication. Stack the even spin the eyes, put the blues to the side. Put a tag on your head, guarantee they bust it open. You don't wanna use your...
And his little guys would follow suit, the main one being Lil Trav. Trav would kick off his own rap career on May 2nd, 2020 at only 13 years old. He would feature on Big Juan's song 8 Blocks.
Some extra foil on the dog just to get it black. I'm ballin' on you niggas. Me and Weezy teach you how to stack.
And although Big Juan was lit at the time, majority of the reason this song racked up over 500,000 views, Trav did hold his own weight on this track, and he would rap in depth about stretching drugs. Many Milwaukee rappers do this to prove they're not just rapping, but actually hustling in the streets.
Hammer buzz down the boulder and watch how I crash. Magician with this bag, got it gone quicker than you snap.
And many comments would point out how Trav was talking crazy.
He
would plan on continuing
that
his
little nigga was shit talking, cuz no bullshit, bro.
Career alongside Big Juan. The two would go on to release another song together 2 months later on July 19th, releasing Kill. This song has around 150,000 views today.
You gon' need a hammers like the Man of Steel.
Still looking for the right
1031 exchange
let me get
property? Ad block
1031 crowdfunding can help.
When I get monetized.
We offer
Pass the dog to Juan. Can't use a hammer. You gon' need a drill.
It was released just 7 days after Trav's 14th birthday. And Big Juan was fighting a federal case as he had just been wrapped up in a drug indictment, being only 18 at the time, as the other men indicted were all in their 30s.
FBI operation that targeted multiple Milwaukee homes yesterday morning led to the arrest of 17 people involved in what...
I remember when this shit happened. He got out kind of fast. They tried to say snitch allegations, but I don't think he snitched. But that shit was crazy. But now all them houses.
Enforcement is calling a violent drug trafficking ring.
A few months after Juan and Trav released Kill, the group will get into a very serious altercation. It was November 19, 2020. Some YPC members, including Lil Trav, Eno, and Eno's female cousin named Kimberly, along with another guy I wasn't able to get the name of, they all went to Mayfair Mall, located in Wauwatosa, a suburb of Milwaukee, which is located about 15 minutes from downtown Milwaukee. It's also one of the largest malls in Wisconsin and draws a large crowd of Milwaukee residents. And shortly before 3 p.m., the group of young men would go down the escalator in front of the Macy's entrance, and they would be approached by 2 Hispanic teenagers. One of them named Eric Garcia, and the other one, 15-year-old Xavier Sevilla. Eric would approach Eno, and they would go back and forth briefly before Eric would punch Eno in the face. Xavier would then up and shoot 18-year-old Eno, real name George Torres, in his arm, where the bullet went right through his right elbow.
Merch, they was responsible for that mall shooting. Merch. These niggas is the reason why security is so heavy at that fucking mall. They got them bitch ass dogs walking around and shit.
In his right thigh. Xavier had a 9mm Glock, which held 17 shots. He would empty his gun at the group, shooting out all 17 shots, also striking Trav in his right hand and Eno's cousin named Kimberly as well. He also shot 4 bystanders who had nothing to do with this, including a man working at a nearby store named Enzo, whose name was Rashad. He was hit in the leg. He would also hit a mother and her daughter who were Christmas shopping. 55-year-old mother was hit in the ankle, and her 37-year-old daughter was shot in her thigh, which the bullet was very close to her femoral artery, which could have been very deadly, as if shot here you could bleed out in just a few minutes. And a 65-year-old man at the mall just walking around was also shot in the thigh. Xavier must have been shooting with his eyes closed because he hit 4 by...
This nigga hitting everybody, but what the fuck he supposed to be hitting? Cause they got a wrong nigga to a fucking gun. Ain't that some shit?
And shot his own man's Eric Garcia, who was hit in the hand.
How the hell he shoot his own man? This shit is not funny because all them innocent people got hit, but come on, bro.
Fair Mall is the second floor next to Macy's. People got reports of shots fired.
The November 2020 Mayfair Mall shooting in Wauwatosa sent 8 people, all of which survived, to the hospital that day.
That's good.
What I did was violent. What I did was unnecessary.
Yeah, that nigga like 30 years for that shit. Probably 40.
Xavier's family made plans to fly him out of the state, but was caught the next day after being pulled over on his way to Illinois. Surprisingly, when arrested, Xavier had the same gun on him that he used in the mall shooting. He later be convicted and sentenced to 15 years in prison, and has been in Green Bay Correctional Institution since July 5th, 2023, which is known to be one of the most dangerous prisons in Wisconsin.
Moment that sent Mayfair Mall shoppers running for their lives
has reached its final chapter. A judge sentenced the shooter to 15 years in prison.
And he low-key did catch a break because he could have caught a lot of more time. He was facing over 100 years for shooting all these people. Trav will go on to rap about this situation as him and Big Juan released a tape at the end of the year called Cold Days in Hell. And on the song November 20th, Trav raps about the shooting.
My hand, hey bro, I think I'm shot. Mama got the news track, got shot on her hard drive. Thank God it wasn't worse, disappointed watching this on Fox.
And surprisingly, according to police, Eno will cooperate with them, telling them what had happened in the mall. Comment below your thoughts on this situation.
Punches Mr. George Torres in the face. Mr. Torres is 20 years old at the time. He describes coming down that elevator, getting punched in the face. Mr. Sevilla then takes out his firearm. No one else, there's nothing to suggest anyone else had a firearm.
Following this situation, Trav would stay quiet, running his money up. He might have caught a case as he was low for the whole 2021 until November when him and Big Juan released Designer Drugs, which is a big song with over 300,000 views.
Designer thug, me and his dog going toe to toe. Switch my feelings up cause everybody feeling next to blow.
But sadly, Trav would have this song.
I don't know. I feel like they beats be carrying, but it's like they lyrics be kind of hard too, but the beats be definitely be carrying.
It's the same day Big Juan was tragically killed after his house was shot up and he was fatally struck at only 19 years old. It shocked the city as he was well loved, and especially Trav and the YPC camp. This was a tough loss. They could be seen at the funeral in Babe hoodies. And Trav would shoot the video to Letter to Big Juan, which he released about 2 months later. The song has over 100,000 views and was a good tribute song for his mans. Trav will go on to start off 2022 pushing his solo career as he released 2 of his best songs in my opinion, Right or Wrong and No Explaining, which he went crazy on both of these tracks.
Believe Juan gone, you gon' hear him in every song. If you keep holding back this dog, they can charge me for restraining. It's amazing, one left, now I'm the only one remaining.
And then he would follow up with a huge song alongside Real Stature 50K and Baby D as they released Through the Day in July. This song has well over 400,000 views and is easily one of Lil Trav's best songs.
I'm the elevate, pockets bulging, got him out of shape. I really made it clean off a blender and electric tape.
Eno would also find himself in trouble in July.
Look at that little nigga, bro. Just to think, bro. This is a definition of
really made it clean off a blender and electric tape.
Eno would also.
That's the definition of product of the environment. I mean, to each his own, bro. All them niggas dead wrong for having that baby run that shit.
Himself in trouble in July.
I don't know if I look at shit different now because I'm a father or some shit, but nah, that's wrong, bro.
Going on a high speed and being caught with cocaine. He would surprisingly receive a signature bond for this and be right back out. He would then be caught with a large amount of cocaine just 3 months later in October. Eno would quickly post his $20,000 bond and be out of jail once again. Trav would release a few more songs towards the end of 2022, linking up with Super Throat Dave as he was locked in with the Super Throat camp, even appearing in the Red Tape music videos in 2023. He also got locked in with the Bloodhounds from this relationship and is close with Q50. And Trav would also get a feature from Detroit rappers Bino and Drago as they released the song Bad Gone. But shortly after this, Trav would make a huge mistake in July of 2023 as he was riding in the car with another teenager named Tyrone Wilson. And the police would notice the car didn't have a front license plate and attempt to pull them over. Trav would quickly take Milwaukee police on a high-speed chase and eventually crash the car. Trav and Tyrone would attempt to get out and run, and they would be chased and tackled by police and taken to jail.
Facing multiple drug and gun charges after a police chase last week, 17-year-old Travis Giles and 18-year-old Tyrone Wilson are both charged with possession with intent to deliver both cocaine and heroin, as well as possession of...
That hurt me to hurt that nigga. I wonder how much time he got. How much time y'all think he got, bro? He got at least 15 at the least, but I'm going to say 20. I'm going to say he got like 20.
Firearm. Prosecutors say police attempted to stop a car that had no front license plate and illegally tinted windows.
This also happened just 10 days after Trav's 17th birthday, and he would make his first adult case a very serious one as police found heroin and cocaine in the car. And he was held on a $15,000 bond, which he posted a few weeks later. But Trav wouldn't comply with justice points conditions.
I'm cold. Look at that math.
would be held in jail, where he would later plead guilty to multiple felonies. And he would surprisingly be sentenced to 6.5 years in prison for this incident at only 18 years old. He has a release date set in 2030. And 2024 would be a bad year for the group, as in February, Eno caught another case and will be held on a $50,000 bond, plus a $40,000 bond for his other case. Eno is now fighting some serious time. I hope the young men change their lives and use their talents to do something positive once released. If you enjoy this kind of content,
hey, what folks said, no bullshit. But nah, that shit is crazy. They ain't shit but a product of their environment. They can't really help that. Actually, they can when you get to a certain age. You choose the life that you want. And you are the maker of your own reality. That nigga's gonna be locked up until 2030. That shit is actually wild. But now, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below, and I'm gonna catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.